When you consider colonization, how often do you consider the loss of our health? When European colonizers devastated cultural knowledge and practice, also known as epistemicide, in a bid to be the purveyors of knowledge, they left behind global university knowledge systems based on principles created by white male scientists. They still inform medical practice today. And in the demolition of our knowledge bases, they destroyed self-awareness, self-education, and self-sovereignty. Yet, when we speak of adverse childhood experiences, Afrophobia isn't one of them. But BIPOC British people are 4 times more likely than white British people to be detained under the Mental Health Act. I'm Rosette Warrior from Little Row, where we offer help, hope and healing from childhood sexual abuse, sexual violence and Black trauma for BIPOC people. Childhood abuse has been identified as the most important predicator of adult dysfunction and ill health. And childhood abuse is vastly underreported. Around 40% of outpatients, 50% of inpatients being treated for mental health conditions cited abuse in their young lives. So I am always amazed at the indifference to childhood abuse despite its ubiquity. There are many ways to heal, but those available on the NHS are limited to type and time. Anticipated government spending cuts are going to have a major impact on mental health healing. So unless you're white and wealthy, well-being is not easily accessible. Private therapists are expensive, and healing practices like yoga and meditation have been co-opted by white capitalism. Headspace, the meditation company, has an annual revenue of £50 million for what McMindfulness described in The Guardian as a stripped-down secular technique of an appropriated culture. Against that backdrop, let us remember that wellness is for the white, West, and wealthy. And that makes our mission to heal BIPOC trauma at Little Row even more pressing and necessary.
So, can we heal?
Here's what the people say.
I attended a talk by Rosette Warrior. It was a beautiful experience. It was entertaining, it was engaging, and it was informative. Ros took a topic that is particularly difficult and very emotional, and she broke it down. She explained things in a way that made you feel that no matter what you've been through, things could get better. She gave you hope and she gave you encouragement. She showed you the tools that you needed to heal yourself. And I can only describe it as a beautiful experience.
This was a great opportunity to understand Black trauma. She was very informative, very educational, and had great knowledge about what actually happens to people within my community. There is a lot out there that we don't know as a community or choose not to know about. And I found this talk, because I work with young people, I found it very, very enlightening
I thoroughly enjoyed the whole experience. It was a real eye-opener. It had a quite profound effect on me emotionally. Got me thinking about my life, my own story. And I think it's really important as Black women that we have this safe space to discuss and tell our stories, have a platform, because as Ross said at the beginning, that many of us are carrying trauma. We have to heal, we just get on with it and tell ourselves it's okay, but it's not okay. So I learnt a lot and it felt very, very safe. So I got a lot out of it and I'd love to do it again. Yeah.
I went to see a fantastic woman, Roz Etwaria. There's so much hope and healing in what she says. Very encouraging and extremely educational. It moved me, not just a little tear, but with pride to know someone is going to take on this battle. She runs a charity, littleroad.org, which is an excellent platform. But Roz herself, highly educated, knowledgeable. I enjoyed it so much.
It was inspiring. You are doing much needed, valuable work. You are creating a platform where people can get together and discuss their childhood trauma and start the process of healing. It's much needed work that's changing lives.